When you're sitting down to a Passover Seder, that is the time when the children are primary. The children are the stars of the Seder. They're the ones that ask the four questions. We have different types of children, and the entire tradition is to be able to focus to each child individually. And it's done with their grandparents at the table. And let me share with you something fascinating that I like to focus on when it comes to Passover. Um, the the I guess the normal gap in generations is like 30 years. So when you have child, parent, and grandparent, you have 60 years of history at that Seder table. The history of how the Jews went out of Egypt from slavery to freedom and how we could all learn from that. But when you want to go a little further, the grandparent that's telling the stories at the Seder table, they're telling stories when they were a child, hearing stories from their grandparents. So now you have 120 years of history at that Seder table. You want to take that a step further, the child listening to that story is going to share it, God willing, with their grandchildren. So that's 210 years reflected at our Seder table to Saturday night. Take 15 of those Seder tables and you're back 3,300 years ago to the Exodus of Egypt. So the idea of the Seder is very much anchored in Jewish history and so much that we learn from our history and from the traditions of Passover. So I think this year is something very special that now grandparents and grandchildren can sit together in many occasions, and everyone else will be waiting for next time. So this is a wonderful opportunity.